I'm Joelle Faulkner. I'm the CEO of Area 1 Farms. We partner with farmers across Canada to help them expand. There are many people who always imagined that they were going to be an entrepreneur, and I didn't, but it was never out of the question. So I come from a family that has their own farm and business, and so it was very much a thing that was possible. I assumed I would work at a big company, I think, just because that was a world I hadn't really seen. There was a couple of years where I had had a string of either difficult bosses or difficult office politics that made me think I just wanted to run a business on my own. And I had enough training and skill to kind of see an opportunity and perseverance to see that through. My vision of success when I started was to create a business that would support me in having a job. And then as that became more tenable, my vision for how this business could grow grew. The goalpost moved, certainly, because at the beginning it was really like, would this work at all? So as we grow, my idea of how we can succeed also grows. I always say, like, we're ahead of where I thought I'd be and we're behind where I want to be, because kind of every time we move ahead, I think like, okay, well, if we're doing this, we could also do that. At the moment, my approach to people is largely that I do the job first so that I understand the job, and then I try to hire for it. And the reason I do that, or have to do that in this industry, is because we're building out a new model. I actually need a different set of people than you'd conventionally be able to pull from property management or from private equity or from banking. But there is not a big crossover between professional talent and agricultural talent. And I need people now, as we start to grow the business in kind of a support the farmers way, other than just finance, I need people who really understand farming and really understand farmers and the complexity of decisions, in addition to understanding or being really analytical about their particular trade. I think running a business is really lonely, especially without partners. Most people have business partners, but running a business is pretty lonely. And actually, there's way more people willing to help me than I had imagined at the beginning. And they're mostly super experienced. So way more experienced people than I would have expected are actually willing to help if I was willing to ask. I rely a ton on the generosity of advisors that I think I would have done earlier, but it's hard to go back in time. I place value on taking time away from work. It's only started being possible since we've grown enough that I have other people. So I've always been pretty good at shutting off when I could, but I've had more opportunity for that in the last 5 years than I did in the 5 years before, because we had enough revenue to have people doing work for all the things that I couldn't fit into a day. So it's still not, I come to the office from like 8 to 6 or 8 to 7. I don't usually work weekends. And I actually just leave, and I'm very happy doing other things.